Honorable Keith Zedway said, we understand the Warri South Government Executive Council just had a meeting. Can you please tell us the outcome of the meeting as it relates to primary healthcare and development in Warri South?
Okay, thank you, Fresh Angle. One of the key resolutions that came out from the ESCO meeting today is that in Warri South local government, we have a cottage hospital. That cottage hospital, the local government have given it the full approval for that hospital to come alive. Means that not that it's not operational, but we want to make it more operational for people within the Warri South local government, and people who stay within that area can access the health facility. What do we mean by that is that today the chairman has also given me a directive that henceforth I should go and resume at that cottage hospital until the cottage hospital come alive for people to access. One, we have a particular store there which is captured as the pharmacy. So we need to have a pharmacy there, get drugs. We need to operate the lab for people to come there. The government is cheap than going to a private hospital. So now that the local government has given that approval, we are going to ensure that all the equipment needed, all the detergent needed, we need to put it alive for people to come and access that health facility in Warri South local government. Thank you.
Now, when you say come alive, if I get it right, you are still saying you want the cottage hospital to be put to maximum use.
Yes, in that regard is that we lack few of staffs, professional staffs. Now we have a lab scientist there, but we don't have a pharmacy. So the local government needs to ensure that we have a pharmacy there. And that lab that we have there needs to be run effectively by providing all the reagents that we need to make that lab work. And also putting enough drugs for patients to also access. So that's it.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, no.
Honorable Amiwe, you are the supervisor of Agri Warri South local government. There was a time you said that another farm project is coming up at one of the riverine communities, of course. And in fact, over the weekend, we saw some people already saying they have not heard anything concerning the agricultural revolution and this administration promised. Now, having left the ESCO meeting, what would you say is the way forward?
Thank you very much. We've gone into work, like I told you last time. We've met with the community who has agreed to give us 20 hectares of land in Orere-Oluba. So we had a meeting and we discussed on acquiring of the 20 acres of land. And what they said was that they don't want any money, but they want to be partner to the farm estate. We discussed on the percentage. We deliberated for a very long time. We told them as government, we are going to give 10%. But they are arguing as community that they want 25%. But at the end of the day, they adjourned the meeting and said in the next 2 days, which happen to be tomorrow, that we are going to meet again and conclude in the percentage issue. Then after that, they have given us the go-ahead that we should start getting our equipment ready because they know at the end of the day we are going to settle on the issue. Now, that's the first stage. It's a 3-stage thing. That's the first stage. The second stage is going to the land to clear the 20 hectares of land. And after we finish clearing the 20 hectares of land, it will get to that's the second stage, we'll get to the third stage. The third stage is to divisionalize the land to different sectors. Where they will plant tomatoes section, grain section, cassava section. You understand? Before getting to that stage, we will do a tender bidding where we invite investors. Because it's not the local government that will spend their money on it, but the local government will create a conducive environment for the farming to take place. So we invite investors who are interested to come and invest in the land. You understand? And the case, the people, the general public of Warri South, they don't know about the farm. The farm name is going to, the local government has named the farm as Sheriff Care farm estate. That's the name of the farm. Then, including it will create. You know what that means when you put a farm in a place. It will create employment for the people. It will create. It will link. There is going to link more communities in terms of the development of that place.
Okay.
But the local government has also agreed that we as a local government will provide water, will provide security and light for the farm because it's a farm estate.
Okay, in very concrete terms, when will people of Warri expect actual production to take effect?
Next week.
Next week.
We are commencing next week.
Thank you very much.
Without any doubt. Warri South Sheriff Care Estate Farm. Sheriff Care Estate Farm in Orere-Oluba.
Tell us what is the outcome of today's ESCO meeting.
At the ESCO meeting today, the Warri South local government ESCO approved the passing of three major bills or bylaws. One is the Warri South Local Government Council Freedom Centers and Square bylaw of 2025. And there is the Warri South Local Government Council Buildings and Construction Regulations bylaws 2025. And there is the Warri South Local Government Council compulsory use of life jackets on waterways 2025. Now for the Warri South Local Government Council Freedom Centers and Square bylaw 2025, we have come to our knowledge that we cannot totally stop people from ventilating their grievances or perceived anomalies of the government. And when they do so, you will find that they often go about on the streets, obstructing other persons, preventing them from their freedom of movement, while they are expressing their freedom of expression and right to thought as guaranteed under the Constitution. Now, in order to prevent this clashes, the local government has approved a bill to create centers, various designated areas. As we speak, we're already working on a particular area where citizens can go and ventilate their grievances and complaints to the government in controlled areas where there will be no rancor and supervised by government officials and the police and security agencies to express their freedom and all that. The law will also provide for these places. We're starting with one, like I mentioned earlier, there might be other places much later, where they can go, like a square, a park where you go and you gather instead of obstructing motor vehicles, obstructing people that are doing their business, which often leads to security breakdown. This is the reason for this law. It has been approved as we speak. Immediately a copy letter now is being prepared as I speak to you, and to be moved to the legislative camp for passage and deliberation and passage thereof. We'll hear from us more later.
Okay, if I will get that clear, it's an executive bill that will be transmitted to the Western Legislature for consequent deliberation.
Absolutely, sir. And on the Warri South Building Construction Regulation bylaws, you will notice that people these days just construct without approval or recourse to town planning and all that. Regulations will find the waterways are blocked because some persons just get money and they build anywhere they like without considering that that's the waterways. Or you don't see somebody that has built on the proper ground, but you find buildings collapsing. Now, to stem this tide, the Warri South Local Government Council, ESCO, has approved that an executive bill be sent to the legislative arm for deliberation on procedures and regulation of these buildings. People shouldn't just build indiscriminately without proper supervisions or approvals of their plans and whatever construction they intend to carry out. Even up to alteration of buildings at times may also even cause damages of this nature, and it will save lives and property. We've had incidents of this nature. You understand? The law is going to cover this fire outlet, fire safety procedures may put in place during construction and from beginning to the finish. So as for the Warri South compulsory use of life jacket on waterways, it speaks for itself. You know what it means on waterways without life jacket. It's a lifesaver, generally speaking. But this is going to be made mandatory on waterway users, especially on the commercial ones. You as a commercial transporter must provide life jackets for your passengers. And we will also make it compulsory for that passenger who is about to enter to not start discriminating. You can bring your own if you feel like the other one may. You know, there are instances where you feel like, oh, they be contaminated and all that person that. Then you have to bring your own. These are taken care of by this law so that we reduce casualties on our waterway and the place will be safer for us as can be. Thank you very much.
In summary, 3 executive bills will be transmitted to the Warri South Executive.
As ASAP, very soon.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.